So I just made some practice videos for you. So I'm in a pretty good space after doing that. I feel really calm and my nervous system is regulated and I feel like I have more energy. So please do those videos, those practices. And, let's talk about what's changed, what's ahead. Let's stay in a heart space. You can place your heart on your palm on your heart and just, you can tap it. Tap your lung points just below the clavicle. Just hold there. So I've been in a pretty challenging space in my life, my personal life. My foundation is really being threatened, and I'm feeling very marginalized as a woman, a person who's over 60, a person who has health challenges, and a person who is, relying on public services right now, a person who has, who understands a woman's need to be able to get an abortion if she needs one, a person who understands queer and trans identity and who doesn't feel safe in this country anymore, and I don't feel like my trans brothers and sisters are safe in this country anymore. And as I talk about that, my nervous system is getting dysregulated. So I'm taking a breath and staying in my heart center. So, all this has been going on, and I have personally lost faith. I have put out consistent prayers, and a lot of my, family and friends know what's going on in my life, and I'm not getting assistance really. And one of my friends that you can look back on posts invited me to her very comfortable home in New Mexico, and I had experiences there that I wasn't asking for, and they restored my faith. I had a complete full body chakra healing while lying in the sun on a rock in the center of her property, very much assisted by the indigenous, and there was a monastery down the river, and my friend's practices on her land, and really caring and loving for the planet. And I ended up, by the way, going to a historic pueblo in Pecos, New Mexico, where I got to see what real kivas are like. And the indigenous went underground to do ceremony, to who knows, I don't know exactly what they did in the kivas, but they went underground, and in this small village of, I don't know how many people were there, maybe 1,000. There was like a kiva in like every little district, like all throughout this, we walked like a mile or two. So, this going into the earth for spiritual practice was, part of their daily life and existence. And Yeah. So that was a big message for me, to really go down into the earth for my spiritual practice, to root down, which has been a theme for so many of us lately, really needing to root down. So really rooting down, and what one of my teachers, Ann Carroll, taught me a long time ago was to imagine that your roots are like mycelium of fungi, and that they go out into the soil, and it becomes more like an energy connection with what's around us, and we attract who we're meant to attract, whether it be a life partner, a friend, clients. And yeah, I keep saying I'm going to be doing more and more of this, and here I am making a video again. I really would encourage y'all to join my mailing list at GinaMBarrett.com, because I am going to be going more underground, less public, and that's the way to access me, will be through my newsletters and email, rather than this very unsecure public forum. So what else came out of my New Mexico visit? Like, I had this renewed faith, but I also, on the morning after Halloween, and we did, we were kind of tired. I didn't sleep that well the night before, so we didn't really do anything like any sort of Samhain ritual, but I was thinking it. And when I went to bed, I had a really good night's sleep, and I woke up in the morning in this room I was staying in, where my friend's daughter, who is an artist, did her childhood artwork in these cabinets. And one in the center of the room, in the cabinet, it was a pink heart, and then all these little curly purple curls coming out of the heart, probably like her version of energy as a teen or whenever she made this. And I went back to bed after going to the bathroom. The room was dark, and that cabinet lit up. So here I am, I've got all this vocabulary and I've got all this faith, but I'm losing my faith in humanity, in the spiritual world, and this shows up for me. So, it was all lit up, and I brought my friend in there later in the day, and I said, "Are there lights in here? This is what happened." And she said, "No, there are no lights." And I looked under, and there were no lights. So when I process what happened with the election, and it's taken me this long, it's 11:30, 12 o'clock. I was not going to get online until I had some sort of resolution within myself. And I think that as a society, we have peaked in the Donald Trump mentality. Historically, the same thing happened with the Mayans. They peaked in their wealth, and then they crashed. And this is what's been going on with our culture and our society here, our very privileged U.S. culture. And it's really time for us to level up, to use an overused term, to level up and really step into community, to helping each other, to sharing resources, and love. That's why I'm wearing my love shirt. And we've really got to level up the love. And even, I connected with somebody I wrote an article about ghosting over the Halloween week. and someone who kind of prompted that article, and believe me, that was the fourth draft. It was a lot stronger at the beginning, and I ended up bumping into that person who ghosted me like 3 times, and of course I bumped into that person, right? And I decided what to do, and we just both beamed love at each other, and we didn't have a conversation. We just sent love. And I'll leave you with that. How do we do it? Like this.